the Flume Gorge Trail. It is Friday, September 19th, and it is 64 degrees. Absolutely clear, beautiful day. And I am approaching the Hampshire River Bridge. We'll see what that looks like when we get up to it. It's going over a branch of the Hampshire River. And here's the bridge right here. I'm gonna go onto that, follow a trail up to the end of this trail, and then I'll take a short bushwhack up toward the Flume slide trail. So let's continue on. So here I'm at the top of the Flume Gorge Trail, and you can see the bridge that goes across up there. And there's only a small amount of water coming through because we haven't had much rain. So from here I'm going to cross the trail here up to this shelter and start a bushwhack up toward the Flume slide trail. So here we go. So I'm partway up the bushwhack, and I've reached a branch trail or a branch drainage. I'm going to follow the side of it up until I get to the Flume slide trail. So far the bushwhack isn't too thick, too difficult, but we'll see how it goes up ahead. Alright, moving on up this drainage. Fortunately the water has reduced to just a trickle, so fairly easy climbing through these rocks. So I think I'm probably halfway up to the trail. And I'll keep going. Alright, finally on the trail. The trail looks fairly easy from here so far. A lot easier than what I was on. So I think it's about another half mile, probably before it gets steep. We'll see. But enjoy the easy part for now. We found a good spot to have lunch right here, and that's where the trail continues up, which I'm going to head to in a minute. past the most difficult part of the rock scrambles. Not sure what elevation I'm at, but got some views. Still going up. Hopefully not much further. I can't believe I made it. Reached the ridge where the trails meet. And we're at the Franconia Ridge Trail. Heading this way to Mt Flume. Alright. Be back in a while. Okay, we're getting there. Just come out in the open here. That, I believe, is the summit of Mt Flume up there. So not far to go. Let's take a look over the edge here. It drops off into the gully there. I think people do climb up there, but it's kind of loose now. It's probably better to climb it when it's frozen. I believe that right there is probably Mount Liberty. Coming down that way. Looking down at 93. Across to, I believe that's I'm not sure. Looking over here too. That is probably let's see. Not sure which ski area that is. Could be Lune. West, looking over to Mount Liberty, and way over to Lafayette. Ready to head down in a minute. So we'll see how the trail goes on the way down. Back in the woods now on the trail. Let's see, it's the Franconia Ridge Trail. Just came down off Mt Flume, in between Mt Flume and Mt Liberty. Franconia Ridge Trail is a very well-worn trail. Probably, if I'd have to guess, I'd say probably 10,000 hikers a year come through here. And it's one of the most popular trails in the White Mountains. So right now it's kind of leveled off until I start making the ascent up to Mount Liberty, over to the Liberty Springs Trail to go down. Hopefully the video is good quality because it's low light in the shadows. Beautiful in here though. The wind has died down. Temperature is 55 degrees. I'm starting to go back up now. Had a good rest on the summit of Mt Flume. and a snack, of course. Now, feeling a bit refreshed. Have enough energy to continue the way down. Very much needed that rest after coming up Flume Slide Trail. It was definitely a workout. Not really possible to return on that trail to get down. It's just too steep. So as what I think most people do, they loop over to the Mount Liberty and the Liberty Springs Trail. Oh, so we're going down again. All right. Okay, well, I'll pick it up again in a few minutes. I believe I'm at the summit of Mount Liberty. As you can see, the cliffs going down. Again, looking down at Route 93. So, continue on the trail and find the junction of the Liberty Spring. Hey, still on the way down the Liberty Springs Trail, and so I've reached the Liberty Springs tent site, which is throughout this area. There's a few tent spaces, platforms, and things like that. I also came upon this sign here. If we can get up close to it. Bear alert. There have been a number of bear-related incidents at Liberty Springs tent site. Failure to properly store food will result in eviction and or a fine under 36 CFR of up to $5,000. $5,000. Yikes. So, haven't seen a bear yet, but there's still time. We'll see. So apparently they don't want anyone eating here in this area because of the probability of bears passing through. It is a tent site, so I'm sure the bears are very familiar with campers being around and having an abundance of food in their picnic basket. I see a few leaves have fallen already off the trees, and fortunately not enough to cover the trail and make it slippery, because that is really tough, especially for me. Take a quick look around for any bears. Hopefully none coming up behind me, coming down behind me. Not sure if I want to see one or not. Still on the coming down the Liberty Spring Trail. It's been a consistent grade down, nothing difficult. Making good time. Haven't seen any other hikers for a while. There'll be no one coming up at this hour likely, unless they were just heading to the tent site. Could possibly be through hikers on the Appalachian Trail. This is a section of it. Alright, well, turn off the video for now and see what's up ahead. Hello, it is Saturday. No, it's Friday. Start that again.